Hello and welcome to another episode of Newsround from Woody's World of Wonders. I'm Munt and that's Woody. How you doing, everybody?
Oh, Monty.
So, first up, we got a couple of pieces of Star Wars news today. First one, Samuel L. Jackson says Mace Windu is not dead.
Get in. Well, of course, he's survived that. He's a bad mother effer.
And that's exactly what he said in his quote as well, believe it or not. And he turned around and said, if Palpatine can survive a fall down a trap in a Death Star, Mace Windu can fall out of a block of flats, no problem whatsoever, because he is a bad motherfucker.
What? And I just guessed at that. That's fantastic.
I mean,
because nobody would guess that Samuel L. Jackson would say that.
Yeah. And it's another case of actor will turn up for work if asked for money. So of course you're going to say he's alive because he wants to be there, and it ain't. I can't see Mace Windu again, but Samuel L. Jackson will just do it if they ask him. So there you go.
People that are turning up, it could be. You never know. You just never know. If we're going to see Boba Fett again, you know, Christ, Samuel L. Jackson's a better chance.
What a segue, because that's my next story. And yes, it's been confirmed that Tamura, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce his name, Tamura Morgan or Morrison or whatever her name is, I can't remember how it is, he's coming back as Fett. But it says in some form, so we don't know how it's to see him. So it might be some old beat up, scarred cameo, or it could be some fundamental story. But they're being very cagey because.
But are you saying he's definitely coming back as Fett, not as one of the clone trooper guys or anything? He's definitely going to be Fett.
No, he's going to be Fett, and. I ain't 100% sure they're happy about the story leaking, a bit like with Ahsoka. What's the name? Who was in
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, with her coming with
the gorgeous, lovely Rosario.
So Mandalorian season 2 is looking good. We got Fett, we got Ahsoka.
It was already looking good. It's looking better all the time. It's looking ridiculously fantastic, is what it's looking.
Maybe we got Mace Windu coming, or he's going to come in the Obi-Wan series, because if he's suddenly turning around saying Mace Windu's not dead, is there something that we don't know? And he's just...
I mean, all the time, they are doing the looking for the Jedi for a little baby Yoda, which you'd figure Ahsoka and Rosario Dawson is going to be tied in with. But yeah, they could easily throw Mace Windu in there as well. She could be reporting to him or something. He could pop up in a number of series. As you say, Obi-Wan would be interesting, but I quite like the idea of Obi-Wan just being out there and maybe only having contact with Yoda, because he's got to know that Yoda exists for pushing Luke towards him.
The only problem they've got with the Obi-Wan series is the way it's set up is to feel like the Mandalorian, because we got this old hermit watching over a young kid. Sounds very familiar, doesn't it, in story terms? So no wonder they put it back a year and said, right, we need to rewrite this, because somebody somewhere said, hang on, we're already doing this series, we need to change things. Yeah.
On the other hand, at least it's proven to be a working type of series.
It is, but will it be too repetitive? Maybe. Don't know.
No, I'm with you there. I can see if that's why they pushed it back, that wouldn't be a shock.
No. But Fett coming back is probably a reveal too soon and too early. Something I would have been happier to have seen as a surprise on the screen, but in this day and age, how often is something a surprise anymore? So.
Well, that Nick Fury news the other day was one of the few surprises that you really get.
Yeah.
Suddenly, animated show just pops up with no warning, no nothing. And animated shows take so long to do. I was really surprised at that. As you say, you don't get those surprises these days. The Mandalorian's one of the few shows, though, that I thought could have kept a surprise, because they don't have to worry about being seen on set, basically filming anything.
Or maybe it's just because The Mandalorian is the only thing we've got Star Wars in production actually moving forward, and they want to keep the interest there. So they are letting these things leak out.
Yeah, maybe they're playing up to it. Maybe they're saying, "Oh, we didn't want this leaked," and they're actually the ones that have leaked it. That wouldn't be the biggest shock in the world.
No, I think that's more likely the case. So we have got
the Empire, Insidious.
so we've got Mace Windu is not dead. Boba Fett is not dead. But however, according to Rob Liefeld, Deadpool is dead. Deadpool 3 is dead in the water. It's not going to happen.
What's he said then?
He turned around and said, at this moment in time, we just feel lucky, everybody, that we had 2 cracking Deadpool movies in 2016, 2018, close together. But the way Marvel is working at the moment, it's not looking good. It's not going to happen. There's no foreseeable future. And he's moving on.
I mean, I do like Rob Liefeld. You know, he's anatomically incorrect and everything, but I do like the guy. He's fun. He says a lot of things that maybe other people wouldn't say. Do I think he's right in this case? No, I do not. Do I think he's got any real contact or inside information on this? No, I do not. He invented the character. He has nothing at all to do with the films. And I repeat, nothing at all to do with them. Bugger all. Ryan Reynolds is the man who's, like, you know, responsible for all that. Do I think they're going to make another one of these, like, you know, $500 million to over $1 billion movies? Yes, I do. Funnily enough, yes, I do think that. Do I think there's a want for seeing another Ryan Reynolds one? Yes, I do. Do I think Ryan Reynolds wants to make another one? Yes, I do. Do I think they'll find a way? Yes, I bloody well do. I think he'll pop up in the MCU as well. Once he's done 3, I think he'll start popping up. Or he could even start popping up beforehand, doing the little fourth wall breaking sort of cutaway, just pop up in the corner of a screen or something in there. You could see all sorts of things happening. I'm sorry, I like Rob Liefeld, but I think he's talking out of his backside on this one.
Do you know what I think is going to happen here with Deadpool? And this, you're going to have to come back to this video in a couple of years' time and turn around and say, Munt, you were right, or Munt, you were wrong. But we've had we got Rob saying Deadpool 3 is no. We got Ryan Reynolds the other day saying, oh, it's up in the air. Nobody knows what's happening, blah, blah, blah. I think they are purposely ignoring and throwing it away and saying it's dead and everything else. Yeah. And there's a movie coming up, and I think he's going to pop up, and I think he's going to turn up in the Doctor Strange multiverse movie. I think it's going to open the door to bring him and the rest of the X-Men in, but they are keeping really quiet about it and playing it down.
I'm kind of with you. I think they're purposely playing it down. I think they're purposely being, you know, very vague about this and say, oh, I don't know if anything's going to happen. And then I think they're going to hit you with it all.
Yeah. Even if it's only a short glimpse, a bit of a cameo or something else. But I think this is the doorway for them to introduce things and to bring the Deadpool the way we like him and the way he is, to bring him in. And it's going to be the stepping stone for the Spider-Verse for Sony. I think they will use it for that. And I also think they'll use it to have the X-Men come into the MCU. I do not think they are going to waste so much time starting from scratch with the X-Men to try and bring them into the MCU universe. They've got to backdoor it quick.
Personally, I'd hit the ground running with them. I'd introduce the all-new X-Men, the all-new Uncanny X-Men, and go from that. And I would do the original X-Men, do the history of them, maybe as a show, showing the previous history of what had been occurring. But I would hit the ground running with the all-new Uncanny X-Men going straight in at that.
I mean, the Eternals movie is going to be the test case, because where have the Eternals been when all this shit's been going on with Thanos? And then you can't all of a sudden have a planet full of mutants that have always been there. And where were they when everything was kicking off with Thanos? And they've wrote themselves into a corner, and that's what this multi-universe Doctor Strange movie is going to be about, I think.
Well, I mean, they could do a reverse of Scarlet Witch and MJ. Few people have said about it before. Instead of her going, no more mutants, and them all going, her just going mutants and them suddenly appearing. And as you said, there could be suddenly the past, everything they've always been in the shadows, and they suddenly appear.
Possibly.
You're just not quite sure.
And
did you see some other news the other day? Well, some other news I saw this morning, reckoning that a Falcon and Winter Soldier bit of a promo stuff is supposed to be coming out very shortly.
They need to start throwing stuff around because everything's dead in the water at the minute, and everybody's going like, "Oh,
well,
what's happening?"
It's not as dead as we think. So I think they've been working on stuff, and there's promotion stuff like very close to release. I think apparently they said about the Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I think the WandaVision series as well.
They are close, but we've also got to remember is the TV series timeline is tying in with the movie timeline, which has now officially all been pushed back 6 months. So the TV timeline is also been pushed back 6 months. So as much as they want to show us.
And see, you've got a problem though there, haven't you? Because they've got to fill up space on their network and they've got to attract people in. They can't just, in fact, at the moment, Disney Plus is one of the few things that's making cash for them. And if they're not going to put programs or films on there and they're just waiting to release it, I just can't see that happening. I really can't. I can't see them being able to sit back on things for like such a length of time. But I know that things are tied in between the film and the TV show. It's a real query on how they're going to actually fix something like that.
Well, it is. Well, that's what Phase 4 is. Phase 4 is 4 movies and the TV series, and where it's all been pushed back 6 months. Will they risk putting the shows out before the film timeline catches up? Who knows? And on the final,
the other day with the Nick Fury animated, have they got other shows that they can maybe throw bodies at, throw cash at, whatever, and bring forward faster than they were expecting to?
Yeah, because they were on a roll and they've stagnated very quickly. Disney Plus has with new content. There isn't any new content, and it's not coming quick enough. And they want to keep people there. Let's see how they plan ahead with it. Final story for today. You are going to have a big beam on your face.
Ooh, I am not. I never do that.
Dan Harmon has said the Community movie is going to happen. The 6 season movie, he's pushing and pushing and pushing. He says the way things have gone with putting this table read together and talking, everybody's up for it. He's up for it. Let's do it.
6 seasons and the movie! Yay!
I told you I'd put a smile on your face.
Yeah, the cast have always said that they're up for it. They reckon they've said Donald Glover's up for it again now as well. The Russo brothers have plugged it a few times as well. They're up for doing it. I mean, you've got Dan Harmon writing the damn thing. You've got the Russo brothers directing it, and you've got the cast of Community who, let's face it, a number of them have gone on to really pretty great careers, and the ones who haven't gone on to outstanding careers are just so damn good. It's like, I'd be really happy to see. How are they going to do it? What are they going to do as a movie then that's even bigger than the series was? Because I mean, those half-hour episodes they had some fantastic ideas in there. It was Rick and Morty before Rick and Morty. It's no wonder they did it.
And it's a lot of ideas to cram into an hour and a half. And the other thing is where will it be? Will it be cinema? Will it be Netflix? My money's on Netflix.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if although, was it Amazon bought the last series, didn't they?
They did, but Netflix have now bought the whole lot, and it's all on Netflix now.
Yeah, because I did a recent rewatch of it, funnily enough, on Netflix. So yeah.
And Netflix have funded this table read broadcast as well, but it's not coming on in the UK so that's a pain in the arse. But
I've been looking for all information about it and keep being denied access to anything they've been putting on there. It's a right pain in the arse. I mean, the one other thing is you're going to need a new sponge.
Oh yes.
Without on there.
I might get a scented one.
Oh, you could probably get that from Colour Crush.
Yeah, Colour Crush Gifts.co.uk. They are a good supplier of all things bath and wax. So yeah.
You definitely need a good scented bath after that.
Oh, definitely. So there we have it then, guys. A bit of a short one because there's not much news out there because there's not much happening because of COVID-19. But we keep scraping the barrel and finding shit to talk about, and we will
And we're
continue
not
to do so.
bringing all just rumours.
No, we're not making shit up just to talk. We're actually finding stuff that's real. So there you go then, guys. Until next time.
Bye-bye, Monty. Bye-bye, little Sebastian.